It's week 6 of the National Football League, and all eyes are on Javonte Williams. He was steady for him on the ground a week ago, reaching the century mark and adding a score. It's the Broncos and the Chiefs on Thursday night primetime.
From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Tonight, we kick off Week 6 with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs. Hello again, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Chiefs ball club. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And going back through the tape, I thought they looked pretty good last week. It was a solid win, a comprehensive win.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Broncos, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
From his end zone, here's Tremon Smith. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Well, the Broncos offense gets set to go to work. And at the helm in his second season wearing orange and blue, Russell Wilson.
And similar to his nickname, Russell Wilson has a dangerous mix of skills. The ability to throw from the pocket and extend plays and throw on the run. Not to mention an absolute winner. Usually has his team in the playoffs competing for Super Bowl opportunities.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. The numbers for Williams a week ago: 12 carries, 125 yards, and a touchdown.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Well, CD, you see some of the injuries that have popped up for this franchise, and obviously hoping to get these guys back sooner rather than later.
Yeah, and these guys, they've been hearing the mantra next man up since the Friday night light games in high school. It's 3 simple words, but they're absolutely perfect to use, and everyone has adopted them. Next guy up, do your best.
Holding, offense.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Here's 3rd and 6. Now it's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So here come the defending champs, led out by the reigning MVP of the National Football League, a 2-time winner now in Patrick Mahomes.
And he's playing at a very high level here in this early part of the season. In fact, he leads the NFL in passing yards. Now, that's not always an indicator of success, but in his case, it is.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. If you look at this Bronco defense, right now in the National Football League, they're ranked number 18 against the pass.
And it's really difficult to prepare for this team. This is the #1 overall passing team in the NFL, but it shouldn't be hard to get excited about playing against them. The ultimate test going against that unit.
And that's why you and I are excited to broadcast this game.
Yes, sir.
Joe, 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 39-yard line. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. They run with the second-year man, Isaiah Pacheco. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Throwing now is Mahomes. Complete. It's Johnson. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set them up first and goal. Here's Mahomes to throw. Got a man, it's Johnson. End zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. This defense for the Chiefs, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run it again with Williams. Oh, good move. Williams loses the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
You remember in preseason when we went to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On second down, Williams. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with third down and just a yard to go. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage gun and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4. Up the middle, it's Williams. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That's what we were hoping to see out of Williams last season before a torn ACL 4 weeks in. ruin expectations that he could join the top tier of NFL running backs. That type of upside remains, though, and Denver certainly prepared to help him unlock it as he returns to full strength.
43 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up third and about 6.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice... They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5. Now Mahomes. Johnson's got it complete. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Now here's Mahomes. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting roughed backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Mahomes' throw complete there to Johnson. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. To throw, it's Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. Powers past him at midfield. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. The throw right side here going to be incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Open man, it's the tight end, Kelsey. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 23. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Mahomes now on 1st down. And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted. And once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes. He gets this one to Johnson. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Chiefs go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. Denver Broncos back out there. Former Tar Heel Javonte Williams, we shine the spotlight on him. And we checked the rushing numbers so far here into Week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you head down the stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
A couple of veterans, Wilson to Sutton there for the Bronco first. Off play action. Wilson. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
A very limited time left to get into field goal range before the half, and they tried to get it all on one throw right there.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, guys, thanks very much. We'll get back with you shortly. But first, let's take a look at what's coming up this weekend around the NFL. A number of great games coming up this weekend, starting with the last of the 3 London games this year. The Colts and Ravens from Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Good stuff to follow on the West Coast in the afternoon window, one being out in Las Vegas, where it will be the Raiders taking on the New England Patriots. And then on Monday night, folks, you are in for a treat. They've got a good one lined up between the Dallas Cowboys and the LA Chargers. In the first half, it was the reigning league MVP and Super Bowl MVP, Patrick Mahomes, who did his thing. His 2 touchdown passes helped pave the way for his guys to take this lead into the intermission. The final adjustments taking place here for both of these squads. They're about ready for the second half in Kansas City. And for the Colts, we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. Out of the end zone comes McKinnon. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Now Mahomes. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. DJ Jones, former 49er, there on the stop. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this.
Taking it right down Broadway. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 54 yards. And the Chiefs take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 21-0. A drive there of just 4 plays, and it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. Wilson and the Broncos now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll hand this to Williams to start things out. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. Wilson. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
Defense.
So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft. From the 46, here's 2nd and 9. Here's Wilson. Screen play set up for Williams. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down. The busy night continues for Williams. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 79 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Now we give up the middle to Williams. Oh, a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down. Here's Wilson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, partner, they certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete. The Kansas City defense tough to throw on there, and now it's 4th down. Marr able to put this one through, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
After the made field goal, Marr back out there to kick it away. Out of the end zone comes McKinnon. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. So here are the Chiefs to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. They'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Mahomes to MVS there for the Kansas City first. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Here's 3rd and 10.
Yellow.
Mahomes now to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Big strides, look at him go. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelce. He has career touchdown number 78, tying him with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Chiefs are looking to run it to 5-1 on the season as they add to their 4th quarter lead. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Denver's offense now set to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
2nd and 10 now. Wilson being chased out left. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down. Wilson. And his throw is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. Short throw to Smith. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Flushed out right. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. As this one moves towards its conclusion, another incomplete pass there. Thoughts on the secondary? I mean, they seem to be pretty effective in this one.
Yeah, I thought that they've been absolutely outstanding. I mean, their job is to prevent touchdowns, and not a single touchdown's going on the board against them. Of course, they want to make it a total shut.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton. Inside the 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things, but these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And Denver getting set to take the field. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 Put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Wilson getting right back to it after the pick six. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Mike Edwards picks it off. He's on his way. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. But just add that to the list of great moments for this defense today. They've really shredded that game plan on the other side all four quarters. And, Charles, that pick six, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, and they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other, every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continually built energy in this one, and how about them culminating with a pick six?
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at their own 20-yard line. Throwing after the interception, Wilson. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he's going to have the Broncos first down as he's able to take this up to the 30-yard line.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Justin Reed. And he returns it into enemy territory down the 45-yard line. And with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Again, it's Pacheco. And some space here. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. So the Broncos coming out now. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Now they got to get to the line quickly. From the shotgun, Wilson escaping the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. From the gun on third down, Wilson. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Here we go. It's Wilson on fourth down. Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. It was DJ Jones who was there for the tackle. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. A man who re-signed with the Chiefs back in May. Here's Jarek McKinnon. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. And they take a knee. So this offense, which was humming all game, ends on a negative play. We didn't see many of those as he takes the knee, but what an explosion and a good win.
Can we call it a negative positive play?
There you go.
An oxymoron to end the ball game.
And they can watch the clock go down and celebrate the victory. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good. But that's just a minor blip here in what's been a thoroughly dominating performance. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off season. But on game day, you both want to show your best.